Hailey Bieber's latest interview comment has reignited one of Hollywood's most intense feuds, her long-simmering tension with Selena Gomez. What started as a few simple words, "Hey juicy besties, welcome back to Celeb Juices, the home of the real Hollywood juice." Before we dive in, thank you to every single subscriber helping us climb toward that 1,000 subscriber goal. You're the reason we get to keep spilling the classiest shade and decoding the deepest celebrity mysteries. So, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join the juiciest squad on YouTube. Now buckle in, because today's story isn't just gossip, it's gasoline. Hailey Bieber's latest interview comment has reignited one of Hollywood's most intense feuds, her long-simmering tension with Selena Gomez. What started as a few simple words, "I don't feel competitive with people that I'm not inspired by," has exploded into a full-blown digital firestorm. But was it really shade, or just a misunderstood statement that the internet turned into chaos? Let's unpack the juice, and trust me, by the end, you'll see why fans think this is the feud that will never die, the comment that broke the internet. It all started when Hailey Bieber sat down for a recent interview, discussing her beauty brand, Rhode Skin. The host casually mentioned that people often compare Rhode to Selena Gomez's Rare Beauty, two massive brands born out of two women whose history could fill its own docuseries. Hailey paused, smiled, and said the now infamous line, "I don't feel competitive with people that I'm not inspired by." On paper, that could mean anything. But the internet doesn't do neutral. Within hours, clips of the interview flooded TikTok, with fans labeling the remark as a quiet insult, aimed directly at Selena Gomez. To many, it felt like Hailey was saying she doesn't find Selena inspiring, a subtle dig at a woman who's not only built a billion-dollar brand but turned personal pain into global empowerment. Was Hailey trying to downplay the comparison? Or was it a calculated bit of shade disguised as poise? One TikTok creator with nearly 2 million followers called it the prettiest form of disrespect. Another user commented, "Hailey always says she's unbothered but somehow always finds a way to sound bothered." And just like that, the feud was alive again. Fans erupt. "She's obsessed." The second the clip hit Twitter and TikTok, fan armies mobilized. Selena's supporters, known for their fierce loyalty, started flooding Rhode's comment sections with butterfly emojis, a subtle nod to Selena's symbolic tattoo and her ongoing butterfly era theme. Others accused Hailey of being jealous and performative, reviving the old narrative that she constantly measures herself against Selena. Some fans even resurfaced screenshots from 2023, when Hailey and Kylie Jenner were accused of mocking Selena's eyebrows in an Instagram story, an episode that forced both women to publicly deny any shade at all. Hailey's defenders, however, say the internet is twisting her words again. One comment read, "She literally said she's not competing. You guys want her to hate Selena no matter what she says." But here's where things get really juicy. Fans noticed that just hours after the clip went viral, Selena Gomez quietly posted a black and white quote to her Instagram story that read, "I wish people knew my heart." No names, no direct response, but her followers knew exactly who they thought it was aimed at. And in classic Selena fashion, she didn't say another word. She let the internet speak for her. The hidden meanings, silence speaks louder. Selena Gomez has built a reputation for staying graceful while the internet does the fighting for her. Every time a wave of Hailey-related drama surfaces, Selena chooses silence or a subtle statement about kindness. But silence can be powerful. To her fans, every post, every quote, every pause becomes a form of communication. Insiders claim Selena's team has privately decided not to engage with anything Hailey says, publicly or indirectly, because they don't want to feed the cycle. But that hasn't stopped Rare Beauty's sales from quietly skyrocketing every time Hailey trends for the wrong reasons. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe fans are voting with their wallets. In fact, following this latest flare-up, Rare Beauty reportedly saw a spike in social engagement, thousands of new followers, hundreds of tagged makeup looks, and dozens of creators declaring they'll stick with the original instead of Rhode. That's when things started feeling less like a feud and more like a cultural divide. Team Hailey versus Team Selena isn't just about two women anymore, it's about identity, values, and authenticity. Fans have turned their support into a movement. Behind the scenes, what Justin really thinks. You can't talk about Selena and Hailey without mentioning the name that links them forever, Justin Bieber. While Justin's been quiet lately, sources close to the couple claim he's aware of the backlash and wishes people would just move on. Easier said than done, considering every time Hailey trends, Selena's name follows within minutes. One insider reportedly told a pop culture outlet that Justin finds the constant comparisons exhausting, and that it's affecting how the public perceives his brand and even his mental health. Still, the speculation never stops. Some fans believe Hailey's quote was a subtle way of asserting her dominance, a reminder that she got the guy. Others think she's genuinely tired of being compared to a woman from her husband's past and was simply defending her own identity. But let's be honest, Juicers, if Hailey truly wanted peace, would she have said anything referencing inspiration and competition? Or was that a little spark she couldn't resist lighting? The backlash grows within days of the interview. The online conversation turned toxic. Hashtags like hashtag Hailey Bieber mean girl and hashtag Selena Gomez deserves better started trending. Memes circulated comparing rare beauties, compassionate energy, to Rhodes' cold aesthetic. Some fans even went as far as accusing Hailey of marketing her insecurities. But not everyone's buying into the drama. Several beauty influencers have stepped forward defending both women, saying it's exhausting that female entrepreneurs can't coexist without being pitted against each other. One even pointed out that Rhode and Rare actually serve very different markets. One's more minimalist and skincare focused, the other's about emotional connection and self-expression. Still, the internet loves a rivalry. And this one just won't die. The psychology of the feud. There's something deeper here. Why are fans so obsessed with Hailey and Selena's tension? Maybe it's because their story reflects the emotional triangle people grew up watching unfold online. Love, heartbreak, and public perception all intertwined. Selena represents emotional honesty, the girl who wears her heart on her sleeve and channels pain into art. Hailey represents control, the polished perfection of a woman trying to manage a world that won't stop comparing her to someone else. Together, they create the perfect storm, vulnerability versus image. And when Hailey says she's not inspired by Selena, fans hear more than just a soundbite. They hear a dismissal of everything Selena stands for. So, juicy besties, what do you think? Was Hailey's comment harmless confidence or carefully wrapped shade? Drop your thoughts below. Are you Team Selena or Team Hailey? And why do you think this feud refuses to fade away? Selena's quiet power move. While the internet debated Hailey's tone, Selena continued to thrive. She shared behind-the-scenes photos from her new studio sessions, hinting that fresh music is coming. And if history repeats itself, those lyrics might hold clues about what she's really feeling. Every era of Selena's music, from Lose You to Love Me, to Single Soon, has been a reflection of her growth after pain. So could her next album subtly address this never-ending feud? Maybe not directly, but Selena's art always turns whispers into empowerment. She doesn't need to clap back when she can turn heartbreak into chart toppers. Meanwhile, Hailey has continued promoting Rhode's latest product drop, keeping her responses light and professional. But fans have noticed that comments are once again limited on some of her posts, a quiet sign that the social media noise might be getting to her. What happens next? So where does this feud go from here? Maybe nowhere. Maybe both women will keep living their lives, ignoring the digital chaos. Or maybe, as some insiders suspect, another wave of passive-aggressive shade is on the horizon. The timing feels too perfect. The interview clip dropped just weeks before Selena's rumored new single. Coincidence? Or the calm before another storm? Either way, one thing's certain, the world isn't done watching. Every move, every quote, every post becomes another chapter in a story fans just can't stop retelling. The final juice. As the dust settles, one truth remains: neither woman asked for this feud to define their legacies, yet it has. Hailey's trying to protect her peace. Selena's trying to protect her heart. And the internet, it's trying to pick sides. So juicy besties, let's settle it right here in the comments. Do you think Hailey meant to shade Selena? Or was this just another example of the internet twisting a moment for clicks? And if you had to choose between Rare Beauty and Rhode's Skin, which brand do you actually trust more? While you think about that, don't click away just yet. because our next video dives into the mysterious connection between Selena's new music teasers and Justin Bieber's rumored emotional breakdown. There's way more juice coming. Hit subscribe, stay hydrated, and keep sipping responsibly, because here at Celeb Juices, the gossip never sleeps.